What's good? Fucking hell. See, this is why I don't do the thing. Because I always mess it up. Everybody shut up. I'm gonna have an Eric moment again.
I'm just gonna use the bathroom while you wait.
Cool, alright.
This is a Valiant Star podcast. Enjoy.
What's good, beautiful nerds, and welcome back to another episode of the Nerds Be Like podcast, episode 85, is it? Yeah, I believe so.
Yup.
Cool, alright. I made the thumbnail, but I guess I forgot the number. And as always, it's me, Dan. With me is Brandon, Eric, Tones, and Patty. Patty will be right back, but he's here.
Yay.
He's checking out his Jared Leto seance pictures that he has, candles all around it. He has to make sure that the fire doesn't get too high.
You're
then it'll
so
start
fucking evil sometimes.
I have to do this once an episode, you know that.
Speaking of evil, Tones, what are we doing today?
So as many people know, this Friday marked the end of the Wandavision series.
This past Friday.
Spoilers.
Since we've been talking about it a little bit, it's finally time for us to do our review and just general talk about WandaVision, where we can all just nerd out and talk about what we got right and wrong. I honestly don't know if it was mostly wrong or mostly right at this point.
I think it's mostly wrong.
Honestly, I'm going to say I got 50-50.
Okay. Everyone, whoever doesn't know, like a long time ago when WandaVision was announced, we just theorized from there at the beginning. We were like, this is sick, I have this, but I don't remember exactly what we said. I'm
saying that the whole thing about the simulation and her just trying to cope with Vision's death, I got that right. I'm calling that a dub.
That's very general, but yeah, that you did get it right.
That's a dub right there.
Before we begin, though, make sure to like this video. If you're watching on the YouTubes, and join our community Discord server where we basically are at the moment. We're recording. I see some nerdy stuff that we post and shit like that, or play some games.
Yeah.
And there's no news for this week.
Absolutely not.
I mean, we're recording this in a new schedule, so I guess there would have presumably been more news. Yeah, but it's very late. So I guess we're just gonna jump straight into the topic. This is very weird. We haven't done this in a long, long time.
I love it.
Yeah, we haven't done this since
since the beginning of time.
No, we were doing it on here for a while, but I think I feel like it was like Fandom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe
it was a little bit after that.
A little bit after, a little bit before, around that time.
It's just a news episode.
No, I know, but I'm saying I think it was around that time.
I don't know. We'll figure that out later. All right, so I guess we didn't really write a synopsis, but we can say it at the top of our head. Actually, you know what? Spoilers for WandaVision, because we're probably just gonna start off with probably gonna just start off straight into that.
Probably gonna be full of spoilers because we watched the show.
Yeah.
Yes. It's over.
God, this came out in January. Oh crap.
Started end of January and then into early March.
So I guess the synopsis that Google gives me: living in an idealized suburban life, superpowered beings Wanda and Vision begin to suspect that everything is not what it seems. Yeah, you could say it's a very short one.
Better way of saying it would be that Wanda kind of simulates the life that she wants to have through a series of sitcoms that she watched as a kid and kind of as a coping mechanism.
Yeah, okay, that's better.
Start coping with the grief of Vision's death.
So we're gonna be going through a few questions and things like this, like we did for Mando. So we're gonna be going through our favorite twists, sitcom styles, favorite character, and to our personal opinion, what our best episode we consider what episode we consider is the best one. I'm bad at phrasing things at the moment. And we also we'll touch upon some unresolved questions, but we'll do that at the end, I feel. All right, so are we starting from Brandon?
Ha ha ha.
Dude.
Yeah. All right, so Brandon, favorite twist. What's up?
So basically my favorite, there was so many to choose from, and I guess this one for me kind of hit me the most. Like I enjoyed it the most is when how they showed us how Westview was really created. Basically, it's just her going to a place where her and Vision were gonna basically retire and live together, an open lot, and then she couldn't deal with the death of her lover, so she just, I don't know, that's not summoned, but like unleashed a wrath of energy that created a whole town.
She had literally lost everybody that she had ever loved in her life was dead.
Yeah.
Because her parents were dead, her brother was dead, and now her lover was dead. And she couldn't handle it.
So, yeah, she just unleashed. I think it just better. Yeah, unleashed her power.
I would say pain. Yeah, like power, but like pain.
Yeah, she went sicko mode.
The little red woozly woos or whatever the dude said. Wiggly was, I think he said. So why was that your favorite twist? I know you said it impacted you the most, but like, what? Why exactly?
I just liked it the most because in that episode itself, it just showed Elizabeth Olsen's like acting to like the fullest, different emotions, different, her different accents, different time periods, and it's just like that episode was just like my favorite in general for me, one of my favorites.
All right, so I guess I'll go because I don't know. I don't know if it was a general twist. It was more of a twist within the episode. The way, I guess that's not the way I saw it when we were thinking of these questions. But the twist ending of, I believe, episode 5, was it?
5, yeah.
Yeah, where Vision is arguing with Wanda, saying like, none of this seems real to me, like what or something to that effect. But he's like, what is really going on? He's like really questioning it, and then the argument sort of breaks up with a ding of the doorbell. We open the door, and it's some dude with silver hair. We're like, who has silver hair? And it's like, well, turn the camera, and it's Pietro, but not the Pietro from at the time. My thought was like, how's that him? Because the reveal was that it was Evan Peters. I think this is his last name. Pietro. Peters. Again, at the time, it was like, is this a multiverse thing? Like, what's going on, kind of thing,
But that's probably what it is.
That was my thinking, and I was like, it blew my mind, and like it just became the thing that like was in my head for like a couple weeks. Cause like I remember I watched it and I showed it to like a few other people, and I was like, hey, look. I was like just so excited because I'm like, this could be big. This could be.
They did the thing.
They brought in the dude. I was like, I was just really excited for that.
To be honest, when I first saw it, I didn't realize. Like I just saw like the like grayish silver hair, and I was like, whose fucking grandpa is at the door? Because I thought it was
silver fucks.
I thought it was gonna be some old dude. And I'm just like, that's him. That's the guy.
They did the thing.
They did the thing. It's like, wow. That was crazy.
Speaking of crazy, Patty, why don't you tell me your...
Speaking of Pietro, my twist was... It was the final episode, right?
Yep.
Or was it the second to last one?
No, I think it was final.
Well, I think it was final because it was after Pietro, or fake Pietro, catches Monica snooping around Agnes's house, knocks her out, takes her up to like, as he called it, his man cave, and Monica's like, digging around through like paperwork and whatnot, and she finds a picture of Pietro, and under it is the name Ralph Boner. Now this was a fucking just absolute joke of a twist, because one, it meant that this was quite literally a fake
Not
Pietro.
What I said.
It's quite literally a fake Pietro, because it's just some random guy who just happened to live next door to where Wanda and Vision were. So that, I feel like that kind of, fucked with, the multiverse theory, which is kind of upsetting. And at the same time, it meant that the super mysterious Ralph that was being talked about by Agnes throughout the entire series was just some dude in the attic whose name was Ralph Boner. And he was just some dude bro hanging out.
God, they really made a fucking boner joke at the end.
They just made a dick joke. That's it. That's all.
See, at first I thought he was a missing person that that freaking Wu kept talking about, and I realized like, no, wait, that's not. I don't think that's it.
I thought about that too, but because the picture was basically like an actor's headshot, a witness protection person can't be in like anywhere publicly like that, like in the
you're not
public
witness
eye.
Protection people normally aren't allowed to just leave their house or wherever they're staying.
So like he's just not a troubled actor.
He's a failed actor.
He's a failed actor. That's what it was supposed to say. So yeah. I mean, in a way it makes sense for him to be this kind of bro dude in the episode that he was in, the following my twist reveal, because like he's just, I guess in a way he's just playing himself. No, because in the opening credits it's as himself. So he's just playing himself because that's what he is.
Oh yeah.
He's not playing a character like that.
He's just playing Ralph Boner.
He's just playing Ralph Boner.
I was gonna say he's playing us as a whole.
He played us. He did play us. We got played. We got played. He did. That's a fact.
Speaking of facts, Tones.
Hi. So the reason why I was trying to stop Brandon is because he was going into this whole thing about Vision's body, and during the beginning of the show, the director Hayward. Is that what how you say it? Hayward.
Yeah.
Okay. Director Hayward was trying to make Wanda out to be more of a villain than she actually was by saying that she stormed Sword and stole Vision's body.
She called him a terrorist.
Yeah. And so we're led to believe that the vision that she has is like, like that body pretty much like remodeled by her and her magic. What we
just
learn
filling in the gaps.
She's like the Vision, but just brought back to life.
What we learned though is that the Vision in the simulated world is one completely made from Wanda and her powers, and that Vision's actual body is still with Sword, and it ends up becoming a quote unquote white Vision that is shown later on in the show. So
it's like an empty shell of himself.
Yeah, but it's called Cataract.
Yeah. So because Hayward was trying to make Wanda out to be this villain, she kind of forced everybody's image of that, and I think that twist of her not actually being the villain that she was like, shown to be, or like trying to like be shown as, and Hayward actually being the fucking asshole the whole time. It's a nice twist and makes you hate Hayward even more than you already do at that point.
Yeah.
Fucker.
And then he went and he tried to kill the kids. Like, what the fuck?
Well, you would say that, but the way that he shot the when he fired, it was just in between the two. The only one that was close was on
but that was plot.
Wiccan.
No, Wiccan. Like, he was gonna fucking ice.
Oh yeah, he.
Then he ran out of bullets.
Yeah.
But like the twist of like, I don't know if it was something we saw coming, because like there was prior to that we had like the decayed look for Vision, but then we saw that on Quicksilver, and we were like, and that one made me think, because I'm like, if that's not actually supposed to be him, like then why is the whole decayed look on him? It has to just be on Wanda's side.
Well, I think it also just goes to helps to show the extent of her powers at that point, because instead of just realizing that like, oh, she's like, creating the body to, or she like remade the body to like, be back to somewhat normal. She literally created another Vision alongside two other kids. So she's able to make three
other entities.
Yes.
Like it's very telling.
It's a hell of a job.
The fucking shit that Wanda's capable of.
So great work. Keep it up.
Yeah.
Gold star.
Eric.
I don't have a transition from this. I was gonna say, speaking of gold star.
We gotta get a good for him. Speaking of.
All right. So
speaking of something completely different.
They thought we were.
They had me on the first half.
They had us in the first half.
They did.
But I had them the entire time. They tried to throw us off with Agnes not being the villain and her being manipulated. But every single episode, she had that little ass brooch. Either it turned into a brooch or a necklace or a head pin, whatever it turned into. But We knew she was the villain all along.
All along. What do you mean we?
I knew.
Yeah, who is we?
Who's we? Did
y'all know? French?
Why'd she wear the mask?
I mean, yeah, almost. I figured she was villainous. I didn't think she was the person messing up what was going on.
I mean, we all assumed she was involved, but to what extent?
To an extent, she was. She just wasn't confined to Wanda's magic. She just like played her part to see what was going on.
Oh yeah, that was weird. I didn't understand what you meant. This when we were rewatching, you were like, it was something you were like, she's not playing along, and then Patty and Thomas were like, no, but she has to. She literally is to be able to.
Yeah, like she's acting like she's really.
Yeah, she was playing a part. At the end, Wanda says, "I'll give you the part you wanted."
Yeah.
Yup. She came to figure it out, and that's what she gave it to her. But the reveal was just great when she was going. When Wanda was going down the stairs. Yeah, the basement.
Turned into freaky fuck.
And then she sees the Darkhold there, and she's like, "You think you're the only witch in town?"
You're
like,
looking
what?
For that?
Yeah, that's. I hate you guys.
2 episodes in a row, but like, yeah, it's just because that was the last line that she said from that episode. It was like the last thing that happened was.
It's like, yeah, you're not the only witch.
You're not the only one.
Agatha Harkness.
Please,
it's just like boom, fade to black.
Yeah, and what was that? The 7th
episode.
That was end of 7.
Yeah,
and then 8. Jeez. So like we knew for 3 episodes.
Yeah, 2/3 of the show. Honestly, not even, because we didn't know until the end of like the very end of episode 7.
Yeah.
So honestly, it's more like 2 episodes.
But like the way she was just manipulating was just crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's with the
like
fake
we found
Pietro,
out
Ralph,
and all
Ralph.
along in the song, like as she was going, she was like, "And I killed the
killed
dog
the dog.
too." Yeah, that was. She was like, "I killed the dog." I was like, "Oh
fuck
no!"
That dog.
See, here's the thing. I had a feeling that the dog was like, he was just looking and snooping, and then she just killed him.
Do you think? I don't know. Do you think Wanda created the dog or Agnes created the dog just to see? Because if the dog actually like died,
or it could have just been an actual lost dog that just happened to be in Westview.
Oh no! Don't say that.
No, I'm saying because the dog like actually died.
Wait, it's fucked up that it was just a real dog that these fake kids found. Got murdered.
Yeah.
So?
Because they're fake kids. It's the real dog. You literally said it so yourself.
I mean, the fake kids died too, so like.
I'm not seeing the issue here.
So like.
Here's the thing. I like the fact that we had Sparky, but it was kind of sad. It was just for the 1 episode.
We lasted 20 minutes, not even.
I mean, they had to. The kids had to learn something, so like. But all right, next we're moving on.
Next
to
question.
Different subjects, yeah.
All right, next question. What is you guys' favorite sitcom style? Let's start us off, Brandon.
I'm gonna be real with you. I never really watched sitcoms that much growing up, but most of the sitcoms that I did watch, you guys chose. So I was like, okay, let me choose something different. So
don't worry, I feel
yeah. I wanted to be a little different, so we're all not like too close with one another. So I chose with number 6. Now I don't know the real style behind it. It's the Halloween episode.
That's Malcolm
in the Middle.
Yeah,
that's my favorite.
Yeah, that's a good one. So, but you had not recognized that. So I'm assuming you have not seen.
I've seen Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh, yeah, so you do recognize.
I've seen Malcolm in the Middle, Full House, and whatchamacallit, Modern Family. Those are the only 3 sitcoms I somewhat watched when I was younger.
What specifically do you like about it?
Honestly, it's probably how like every episode there's like an intro song.
Yeah,
so that's the thing I like because of the video camera. Like you see the kids running around with it, so I was just like, okay, yo, that's cool. I dig with that.
I mean, something that I really liked about that was the kids talking to the camera. Mm-hmm. And like, because I mean, it was prior to like the Modern Family style episode where it's Wanda talking to the camera, and it's just the kids at the one narrating. I thought it brought a really interesting like style, I guess. I guess one of the freakier bits from that episode was Pietro being aware that
it's a fake world.
Billy was like talking to the camera, and he looked at Billy as he was talking. Usually that doesn't happen. Yeah, do you want me to go, or do you want something else?
Yeah, you could go. That's basically what I have to say about that one.
I think I like the one that was
before.
Mine is the one before that. Yeah, so it's on a very special episode, which was Full House.
Someone with Sparky.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's the one with Sparky
episode. Dead Dog episode.
Yes, sir.
You're welcome.
So it's
Fuck the dog.
Why are you saying you're welcome?
For the setup, you're welcome.
It's gonna say you didn't do anything.
Just utter quiet. Somebody says anything, Eric's like, yeah, you're fucking welcome. That one.
Yeah, he has done that before.
I do. I do it a lot. You don't know that?
But I like that one, that style, just because I don't know, I really like the sounds that come from the 80s sort of sitcom-y look. I mean, the intro was like a really nice intro. I know Patty doesn't like it. Or was that you, Patty, or was it someone else?
Patty.
No, Full House one wasn't that bad.
I thought you said it was the worst one.
Yeah, that's what you said.
You said it's the worst one.
I was still there when you said something.
Damn, I must have been fucking capping on that one, because those the first 2 episodes that exist.
That was like, I thought that was the best one, at least.
It goes it goes through every single character as babies and then grow up, right? Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, wait, no, I didn't. I was like, yeah, that was not.
Yeah,
it's not the worst, but
that's what you said. We're quoting you.
Well, that's good. I'm being misrepresented here.
Nah, I'm calling Patty out on this bullshit.
You've been misrepresented a whole episode. I just want to let you know that.
Yeah, you misrepresented me for like a whole month here.
And I still do it to this
exclusively
day.
this episode too.
To this day.
You weren't here earlier, so he had his chance.
You're welcome.
So I guess I'm not cutting that bit up. But like,
nope.
The Full House kind of era was really, I guess it was an interesting one also because wasn't the Olsen twins around, like they were part of that, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like that was also really interesting. I thought there was going to be some kind of reference to them being related. There wasn't, but like even still, I think that like they still captured that.
They just made fun of just Full House in particular.
I would have been like, "You got it, dude." One of the kids. That would have been crazy.
No, all you, man.
I didn't grow up on that era, so.
Damn.
But I know the show. It's not quotes from it, but like, I still think it captured sort of the essence of what an 80s sitcom was like, I guess. I guess that's it for me. See, Petty, what's up?
All right. Now, what I believe firmly to be probably the best style for all these episodes is episode 7, which is, I guess it's probably the closest one is Modern Family, but you could also say
The Office.
Yeah, it's very similar to like The Office, Parks and Rec, with a little bit of all 3 of those. Is this the episode where they break the 4th wall and they have all the characters like individually like speaking into the camera?
That was fucking
That's the best. That's the coolest part.
It's. I mean, Wanda's were pretty good. I did like hers, but Vision was like,
that was hilarious.
So fucking hilarious because he was just. It was after him and Darcy like.
What am I doing here? I can just fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, with like the circus van, I guess. And he's just like sitting in front of the circus van in like a fucking random field. And he's just like, why am I here? I should be doing other things. And he just leaves.
Like, I need to get close to my wife.
Literally, that's what Vision was doing. He was doing gym antics.
Yeah, he was.
And I noticed that his was more The Office and Wanda was more Modern Family. Yeah, I noticed that too.
I'm trying to find that like picture from just looking at the camera. Oh, that's another good one. That's
yeah, like I got gym vibes from him the whole.
That was episode. Oh my god!
He really did.
I had to rewind that part.
That was so good. Why am I here? It just flies through.
You got another favorite bit from that, or any like specific reason why you like the style?
I like when you do like the breaking the 4th wall, because there are some times where you can do it and it's just done like really poorly and it just doesn't land very well. But then there are times when you can do it right and it's actually fucking hilarious. And in this, they did it really
pull it off.
Well. They pulled it off.
The hammer pull you off. No one's gonna understand that. All right, that's fine. Oh shit. Yeah, Korg. All right, thank you.
Just the hammer pulled you off. My
the
god.
Pull you off.
Piss off, Ghost.
I love Korg.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right, Tones.
Yeah, what's up?
What's your favorite sitcom?
So I'm
era?
not gonna lie. I'm like Brandon,
but I'm gonna lie.
I am lying right now.
But I'm lying.
The only sitcom I remember watching is Full House. So
how old are you? God, that's older than you.
I know that's the bad part. However, I did enjoy the style of episode 3, the Brady Bunch episode. So I thought that one, it was quirky. It was obviously it showed age, which was nice. I like obviously all of them did to a certain extent.
The Brady Bunch.
But
which episode? 3.
That was episode 3.
That was great. Yeah.
Yeah. So I liked it was like all like the zany antics, but like since it's the first one in color, it's also able to like, be a little bit more expressive with like all the zany antics that they like, they've always that they started with. But I thought that was a really nice style.
That was the one where he looked like John Lennon, right?
Yes. Oh yeah, he was John Lennon. Yeah, Vision wasn't in that episode. It was just John Lennon. It was really
John
weird.
Lennon as Vision.
Yeah, it was
guest starring
really
as himself.
I can't comment or speculate on any of this.
No, it was John. I don't know how that happened, honestly. But,
de-aging really done correctly.
They revived John Lennon for that one episode of Wanda. It's crazy. I don't know where they got the technology.
It was the 70s.
Wanda did it, remember?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what do you mean?
Oh
technology?
yeah. I'm more talking about the actual they brought John Lennon back. Yeah. Yeah, I'm talking about Disney.
We are talking about Disney.
I mean, like Disney's got some weird shit going on. I know that
they do got Walt Disney in the head.
That's true.
In the jaw.
They froze his head so they can use it for future purposes.
Pause.
What future purposes do you need with his head?
You've never seen Futurama?
That's
what. Yeah, robot. Yeah. Have you ever seen that episode of iCarly? They parodied that.
You don't want Dick Nixon's head as the
I somewhat remember that. They took someone's head out of a freezer.
Yeah, there's a parody of that. The idea is to like put it on a robot. But I mean, like that's really it. I didn't really care for the outfits or anything, but
I did. Sorry, go on.
I mean, you could go ahead.
I mean, we're not talking about Vishon yet, so like, you can talk about that outfit.
I'm not gonna.
You need to.
Now you have
a new problem.
I don't know. I really like because I mean they kept the colors relatively like close every every era of WandaVision like as it progresses. But I think the I don't know why I just really like the way these colors pop, more than the 80s one.
Wait, what are the awards for the TV shows? I forget. Is that the Emmys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. If WandaVision doesn't win in every single like production category, that is a crime against humanity.
I don't know what could come out that could compare to this.
Like costumes, set, like lighting.
I don't know
the way they were able to like
set against like Star Trek.
Every episode was different and unique in their own way.
Else. Yeah. In 9 fucking episodes, they did like
I'm not gonna
9
lie.
distinct styles.
Not even like 9.
Not even
like
9.
7. Honestly.
I'm not gonna lie. I like I like Vision's like get up here. That's kind of the main reason why I like
John
it.
Lennon.
I like his hair.
Yeah, look at his John got fucking Lennon.
Like honestly, unironically, it looks
when he
like
puts
John
the glasses
Lennon.
on, I can't tell the difference.
Like it's so funny to me.
To quote what Patty said last week about Timothy Oliphant and what's his face, the other guy from Transformers. You telling me that's not the same person?
Telling me.
Oh man.
I don't believe it.
ASCAP.
Eric.
Yes, sir.
What's up?
I'm here.
What's up?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going with the lighter side of this episode where black and white. So I chose episode 2 because I think they said mostly based on Bewitched and I Dream of Genie. So those are more like Genie.
Yeah,
so because it's like a genie. They're more like sci-fi-ish. So I
like
can
a
see
witch.
where they really they really pulled that off because Bewitched is about a witch and I Dream of Genie, she was like a genie named Genie with a J. So
I'm hearing a lot of Genie right now.
Yeah, I love Genie.
No, not a lot of witch. What's going on?
The actual song is the best song in the whole show. I don't care what y'all say. The
WandaVision, that one.
Yo, can we talk about how that was the one and only time we saw Vision's nipples?
I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah, the shower.
We got nipples.
When he's taking a shower and he comes out of the shower.
Vision canonically has nipples.
I just found that funny.
That's it.
Does that mean he has an undersuit?
Yes, he does. Remember in the Age of Ultron, he was butt ass naked, and then he put the whole suit, and then he gave himself a cape because of Thor.
He saw Thor, and he was like, "I like that."
Another. That's exactly what happened.
Look at his hair in the 80s. All right.
But I also think, as far as like sitcom go, that was like the best plot wise, like just for the sitcom side. Episode 2.
Yes, what's the talent show?
That's a talent show.
Yeah, and the fact that he was hilarious while he had the gum.
His gum
messing
problem.
Up all his messing up all his what's it called?
Dude.
What do they call it?
His internal
gears.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. His gears.
Robotic
I was gonna
parts.
say cogs.
That's what I was thinking.
I was thinking
That makes
cogs for
sense,
some
though.
reason.
That's still right.
That's what I said. Gears, then cogs.
And then like everything in this episode leads to like for the children, leading to like what's gonna happen next.
And then bam.
Children of
Surprise,
the children.
bitch.
Boom, you looking for this? And then she's pregnant.
Boom, you're looking for this, and then they got kids. It's like, whoa.
And then for as far as we know, they only had sexual intercourse once at the beginning of the episode. And I don't know how she did it, but it was in her imagination. So like, what happened?
Give me an episode about that.
Thanks. I want to know how that works.
Oh, great. That's going to be taken out of.
You're welcome.
Okay,
Changing the topic.
Change.
And also, we
flawless
got
transition.
We got
Okay.
Patty's favorite part in that episode. So, like, you're welcome, Patty.
Like,
Yeah,
what?
let's go Jones.
Let's go.
Oh, yes, sir. He clapped so fucking good. I'm
He's
proud of him.
like, that was my grandmother's piano. That was hilarious.
Let's see. Next up, we got favorite character and their best moments.
Yeah, let's go.
Why did she put a who at the end?
Because it's Jimmy Woo.
Who?
Jimmy Woo. So if you couldn't tell by now, if you're gonna tell like who my favorite character is, it's Jimmy
Surprise,
Woo.
Brandon just got cured of all illnesses at this one point. Just
Randall Park,
just the thought
bro.
of Jimmy Woo.
Just eyes just blew wide open.
Mr. Card Trick himself, man. He learned it from Ant-Man and the Wasp all the way to now, bro. I'm so proud of him. Bro, this man, I watched him growing
The card,
up.
boom, you're looking for this.
Literally.
Oh, you looking for this?
Did you see
Alright,
Monica's
stop,
face
stop.
when he did it? She was surprised, like, yo, what's up?
Yeah.
She was just absolutely blown
It's
away.
crazy.
She was like, holy shit, this is the greatest magician.
Wow.
I didn't know they employed Houdini at the FBI. That's crazy.
Yeah, but
Oh, look at this.
Randall Park, man. Yeah, Randall Park, my favorite. Like, he my favorite in this whole series.
Boom.
I watched him iCarly growing up. He was in Super Ninjas, iCarly.
Oh, he was.
He was in Aquaman, obviously Ant-Man. He was in The Interview, and The Office. And then having him
He played Kim
back-
Jong-un.
Oh, yes. I remember that one.
Oh, yeah.
That is pretty. I did. I'm not, that was a good episode.
He sabotaged Sony at one point in their life by agreeing to play fucking Kim.
Yo, that movie is the best.
If that's
movie
not
in
a
the whole
career
fucking
right
world.
there. Sabotaging
face.
Sony.
Hit the face.
Oh, it's Jim. Yeah, that's Jim.
So funny.
Yeah. Now I know I'm gonna regret asking you why you like the character, but
I do like the character.
why do you like the character?
Bro, it's just
They're gonna
him,
explode in
bro.
my face. It's just him. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Bro, watching him evolve from Ant-Man into now, and hopefully he's gonna be back in the next Ant-Man, and hopefully gets his own spin-off series in some type of way. That'd be
People
cool.
were petitioning Like very successful petitions
that'd be
for him to get his
lit.
own
That'd be
show.
lit if he did.
I see that working completely.
Randall
Without a
Park
doubt.
did an interview and he said he would be all for it if they get the okay and that should be lit.
The Woo crew.
Like literally.
So
Warriors for life.
we have two things to look forward to for Woo Wednesdays.
Warriors.
Thank you, Brandon. Woo Wednesdays are forever changed.
Oh, we all got Woo Warriors.
Just play Pop Smoke and just see freaking
Okay,
Woo going in.
Let's change our
Dan,
statuses to Warriors for life.
Dan, you have to edit a video of Pop Smoke and Randall Park fight scenes.
Right?
All right. I got it over. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. I see what I can do. All right. So, what was your favorite? Yeah, your best moment. I was gonna say.
Oh shit! Yeah, this question. Oh, I know. I'm gonna be straight with you. I didn't really see this question. I just saw favorite character and I wrote it down right away.
Oh, that's fine.
I didn't know there was and. Best moment.
Well,
best
the correct
moment.
answer is every time he was on the screen. But
literally every
yeah.
moment.
if you had to choose
Dude.
one,
He literally gets people coffee, and that's still look at his smile.
Little
dog.
right?
God,
I think
I think
honestly-
my favorite line of this is when Hayward says it's like nobody's missing you back at HQ, and his response is,
Oh, there-
"Softball season's over, sir. So no."
And he just looks at him like, "Oh, okay."
He's just like, "Yeah, no, absolutely not. Nobody misses me."
you want one? I've always wanted just a little Jimmy
A little
Woo
baby
running
Woo.
around.
With his own
Oh, you
badge and
meant
hat.
Dude. That delivery was so
God,
flawless, dude.
He's so good. I don't know how he does
Even
it.
though he was like a small, a minor character in this movie, he made a big impact.
It had the biggest impact. I don't know what anyone
I do
Literally.
appreciate Marvel bring forward like these like smaller characters,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like Jimmy Woo,
and having them like a
oh,
correct
fuck.
development
Darcy?
throughout the time.
Yeah,
Darcy too.
whatever. What the fuck is her name from Civil War? The blonde chick. She's gonna be in.
Sharon Rogers.
That one.
Sharon
Carter?
Rogers. Oh yeah.
Sharon Rogers.
Sharon
Not
Carter.
Rogers Carter.
Whoa, hey.
Yeah. Agent 13.
Yes,
Oh, there you go.
stick with that.
Blonde
Agent
chick
13.
from
Yeah,
Civil
Agent
War,
13.
I mean, Falcon and Winter Soldier.
I mean,
Yeah.
Monica too, honestly.
Yeah,
They bring
Monica.
all the little
Yeah, I thought that's where
ones.
you were going, Patty. We said
Yeah.
Civil War. I'm like, Civil War.
Because I know she's gonna be in the next.
It's
movie.
like they know what
Monica
they're doing.
too.
Yeah, they're using their resources and not just
Mhm.
creating new parts for people who don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? New characters.
That's good because I mean, if Jimmy Woo and Monica are the example, then it's just like
I
So they
forgot
can
that
get
he
better.
kicked some ass.
He
Dude,
did.
Warriors, baby.
Oh my god, that's
He
I'm
beat
gonna
up.
see if I can
literally
pull-
him and Monica beat up a whole crew and took a bike. I mean, took a
Yo.
car away.
You know what? I'm gonna see if I can make something for Wednesday. So
Yeah,
you
we're
put
gonna
that.
make a Woo Warrior.
Yes.
Every Wednesday we put it into this Discord as an announcement.
It's Woo
Wednesday.
Well, I'm saying it right now. If y'all don't change your statuses like me and Patty, you fake fans.
Okay. How about you know how there's Twitter pages that says it's the weekend. Let's make a Twitter page.
Yo, just have a fucking scheduled tweet every Wednesday. It's
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Ladies and gentlemen, Woo Wednesday.
Wednesday.
I'm about to change all my things,
got it
all my info, like Instagram, Twitter. I'm gonna change all that to Woo.
Bro, I already got all my Discord
Can we just make a
Woo.
compilation of like Jimmy Woo scenes
Throughout
and just
the
give that to
years?
Lenny? No, just for Lenny to watch so he knows why we should all love Jimmy Woo.
just Jimmy Woo. Nothing.
That's
Oh,
all I want him to see of
fuck.
this show. Just Jimmy Woo clips.
Well, I found a video literally all just his stuff.
Yo, send it here because I want to watch it while we do this episode.
Okay. Let's see what are we done with Jimmy
favorite
Woo?
moment.
Oh,
Throughout the whole time, I found my best moment. My best moment is when freaking Hayward got T-boned by Darcy.
No, but favorite moment of the
That's
With
not
Jimmy
a
That's
Woo
a Darcy moment.
Oh, with Jimmy?
Darcy
Oh, definitely the
moment.
card
No,
trick.
Woo.
Definitely a card trick, bro. I like card trick.
The
I was like, yo, he learned it.
Fool.
And I love that's the first time you see him too.
That online
Right?
video worked out. Let's go.
No, literally,
Classes
right
paying
before he
off.
went to go
Oh,
on
God.
a mission. Ooh, Wednesday, bro.
Um,
Ooh, Wednesday.
shit.
I got something to
Speaking
look
of
forward for
Ooh,
Wednesday now.
Speaking of what?
So
Oh,
speaking
what
of
I sent?
Wednesday,
Yeah.
Oh wait, I didn't fucking at Lenny, right?
Nah.
Nah.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, let's. Is it?
It's
Is
gonna
my
be
turn,
so
right?
confused.
I know.
All right, so so the character I chose was Vision. Now you can't have in this show, you can't have Wanda and no Vision. But I think
with no vision.
with no. Okay, that's fucking hilarious. All right, yeah. So I chose Vision. I think one of the main reasons why I did was I think Paul Bettany's performance was great. It's not to say that like Elizabeth Olsen's performance wasn't good. I'm just saying like for the character that I chose, I think Paul Bettany really like his comedic timing. I think worked really well. And I feel like
Besides Jimmy Woo, he was the funniest character.
You don't get to see that, especially with Vision, because Vision's just this like robot dude, android, whatever you want to call him. Like
yeah.
that's all he is, and he doesn't really have moments where he can be funny. And in the series, I think other than like the whole like gummed up moment, I think the other part was like if I can remember,
Those were really good.
The sing along.
Yeah, when he was entertaining.
Yes.
Episode
boss.
1.
That's episode 1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
first
what-
Yakety yak yak. Also,
Like,
the old McDonald, and
old
he looks to
McDonald,
his boss.
Pig.
Pig.
We were watching that, and I was just laughing. I was like, that is the best timing for that joke, because it was like kind of just turns around.
They both look at him.
Brief pause.
Pig.
Yeah, I think Paul Bettany gets to shine a little bit more, doing something that he normally wouldn't do with Vision. And I think with the parts where he is more Vision-like without the whole comedic stuff going around, I still think that he does a really great job of just kind of keeping the essence of Vision, but also like reminding us that he's a more innocent version of Vision, because he doesn't have the previous experiences of like previous films and everything like that. And I think he does a good job of portraying that version of Vision, and then the Vision that we get afterwards with that's the rebooted version, I guess. That's White Vision. So there's a very clear distinction with the two, and obviously one is brainwashed, I guess, to just be just the killer robot, whatever. And I think my favorite moment, like I said, he has the episode episode 7 where he does that was what I was thinking of, the episode 7 where he does the Office style looking at the camera. I think that's what I was trying to think of.
7.
Yeah. But my favorite moment is when he's fighting the other Vision. So I get when the two Visions are fighting. I mean, you get like very similar power sets, I guess, but like you see them in a very different kind of way, where like White Vision does not completely know that he has phasing abilities like that, or to use him in a certain way. What do you want me to call the other Vision?
Cataract.
Cataract? Okay.
That's what he's supposed to be called. It's weird. I don't like
so
it.
White Vision is Cataract,
Yeah.
and the other Vision is regular Vision.
Yes, just
Okay.
Vision and Cataract.
So Vision and Cataract, fine. All right. So we get the fight between the two. Regular Vision phases through all the punches that the Cataract is throwing, and like Cataract just like he realizes what's going on. He's like, oh, I can do this. I could do this as well. And he's just kind of, again, they go back and forth. But like my favorite moment is when they talk about when they're just talking after like fighting after for a bit, and like they resolve things in a peaceful manner. And I think that's one of the things Vision said before they started fighting. Like he's like, let's resolve this peacefully. He says, no, thank you, whatever, and then they keep fighting.
Not within my mission prerogatives or something.
Yeah.
Just programming
parameters.
Visually schools him with the trip with Theseus.
Stop.
And one of the things that like was really interesting about that was just the way Vision presented the problem. Because I remember at that time, I think I watched that episode when it came out. So at the time that when did they come out?
4 o'clock.
Came out at like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
3. So at the time I couldn't.
When crazy people stay up.
Yeah,
I only did it once.
Fucking weirdos were like staying up every week until.
I'm up every week.
I did it once.
I'm up every week.
I only did that a few times, maybe 2 times. All right, it's not like I did it every week. Brandon, I'm pretty sure.
Eric has a pass because
Brandon and Eric has
works. He
I'm
works.
used to it. I'm used to it.
You messaged us like the last episode. Like,
your sleep schedule makes it okay. Brandon's just kind of the crazy one over there. You just wake up.
I don't have anything to look forward to on Fridays now. I can't wake up at 4 for nothing.
Next week you do.
Next week, yeah.
Yeah, next week.
So I was still up, and I was like, okay, fine, I guess I'll watch it because it's the final one. What am I gonna do? And I watch it, and I'm like trying to be really quiet, but in the moment where it's like, I'm not the real Vision. Neither are you. We're both the real Vision. Introducing the ship of Theseus is like the most peaceful way to end that fight. And I'm like, this is like the only way you could end like robot fights. Just throw in a technicality, you know?
Yeah, just fucking completely shatter the program.
But yeah, I think that's it for my pick. All right, Patty.
Oh, now I get to talk about the baddest bitch in this whole thing. And that is Agnes, or actual name Agatha Harkness.
I didn't even know that's what you're saying.
I mean, I'm just
you straight up lied to me.
Facts.
I was like, "Oh, Wanda, yes, absolutely not."
It's Agnes, because Agnes this whole time, right, is like the only person inside, the hex inside Westview that like actually is like self-aware and is like kind of knows what's going on. She doesn't know how, because that's why she's there. She's trying to figure out like how the fuck did this one chick like just create all of this, like literally her own town, all the people being controlled and whatnot. And this whole time she's like, actually, we don't find this out until her episode, or actually, it's the end of episode 7, right? When the Agatha All Along song is. Yeah,
7, because it's the 2 before, yeah.
Yeah, and the Agatha All Along song where you see that, like, she
killed the dog.
She killed the dog. She was controlling Pietro. What else? She did something at the talent show.
I was gonna say also the guy.
Yeah, she was controlling Herb.
Herb, that's his name.
Yeah, she was fucking with Herb.
She threw the. Oh, it was the bunny. It was the bunny in the.
Oh yeah,
the show.
She controlled the bunny. The bunny that eats fucking birds. That's tough.
She turned him back into a fly. When she put it back into him.
It's still the bunny ate the bird. That was pretty cool. She like threw the bird at the bunny and it just caught it in its mouth. That was pretty fucking cool. But also, I talked about her finale, her fight. I mean, I just think that it was cool that like she really like introduced, instead of like Marvel, it's been all like aliens and technology, but like she's really the start of like like witchcraft and magic and like I guess you could say the dark arts.
The more darker side of the.
Like we have it with Doctor Strange, but this is it's like the other side of it.
The good side of magic. Now this is the evil side of magic.
I'll get into it more afterwards, but yeah, that's essentially. I don't want to say specific characters, but yeah.
Because we saw. I mean, she was back around. During the Salem witch trials, she like killed a bunch of other witches by like. She like absorbs their magic into herself. She like literally takes it away from them and like drains them of their magic, just literally killing them, and just uses it to grow even more powerful. And that's why she's in Westview, because she's trying to figure out like holy shit, Wanda is unbelievably fucking strong, and she thinks that Wanda isn't worthy of her magic, so she's trying to like take it from her. And it's just, I don't know, tight as fuck.
Couldn't have said it
tough.
better.
It's tough. It is. Because she was, kicking Wanda's ass for a while. I can't lie. She was beating the shit out of her. She got outplayed pretty hard. Absolutely schooled on. But it is what it is.
Absolutely schooled on.
I mean, she did. She got outplayed by her own trick because, when she revealed herself to Wanda, she had all the runes put up and was like, oh, fucking eat shit. You can't use anything. And then she didn't pay attention when she was, taking all of Wanda's power, and Wanda got to put the runes up herself.
Speaking of putting the runes up, Pat, are you done?
Oh, yeah.
My character is Wanda. And,
what?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Wanda.
unbelievable.
The one this show's named after? Crazy, I know.
One of those two, yeah. That's
yeah.
it.
And I think that Wanda Wanda goes through a few phases in this show, and I think that's what's most interesting. Because at first, she's just trying to she just seems like an innocent kind of housewifey character where it's just, she's just happy. She wants to be happy, build a family. Weird stuff's happening. There's probably something to it, but she doesn't care. And then as the show goes on, you see that at episode 3ish, she's shown to be like sort of the villain, or episode 3 into 4. She's shown to be like the villain where she's like, oh, it's all Wanda. She's controlling everything. She literally throws out Geraldine, who is then revealed to be Monica Rambeau, out of her hex because she knows that something's up and she wants that gone. And I think that, and then that from the innocent housewife is obviously a big shift. But then as the show goes on, there's another shift where it's just Wanda is just a broken human who just wants to give herself the chance to have everything back that she's lost. And this whole shift throughout the show just shows how broken and just scarred she is from everything that's happened in her life. And I think episode was it 8 where she goes through everything? Yeah, episode 8 where she's recap through all the shit that's gone wrong in her. What?
You're
I know. Okay, fine. Specifically in that, in when she's honestly, I think the best part is when she's a kid, and you're seeing the part of when she's watching all the sitcoms with her family. And I think that little moment where she's in that just shows where all this started, and I think that's the best moment for Wanda, where you see why the hex is the way it is and why everything's been playing out like a sitcom, because that's been her one solace in all the shit that's gone on in her life.
Which got retconned.
Yeah, but that's fine because this is a different Wanda, and we can get another Wanda down the road. You really think we're not going to get multiple of everybody now and everything's going to be screwed up because multiverse?
No, I don't, because they've handled the multiverse very terribly up until now. I'm not even going to lie to you.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said they should have done it in the first place, but here we are.
Oh, God. I mean, yeah.
Say I'm wrong.
I'm not going to say you're wrong. You know I'm not.
Exactly, because I'm right. But, yeah. Wanda. Right, Dan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta do that.
Nice.
Did I literally just miss your entire
yes.
thing?
Wanda.
Cool, alright.
Yes. Well, they also said that she, throughout the whole thing, me and Dan follow a bunch of the same pages on Instagram and see a bunch of the same stuff,
yeah, go ahead.
which is really weird. But they also say that the whole series is her going through the 5 stages of grief.
I said that at the end. Okay, I didn't see that, but I said that to, I think, either Patty or somebody.
Me. It might have been Patty or Dan.
Either you two or
you didn't say that to me, but
okay,
I feel like that.
Patty then, because I was like, this is literally this is the fucking the stages of grief.
Yeah.
Hold on, dude. I feel like you've said that before.
I said it for Hulk.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
wait,
long
did I
ago.
say it was that my theory?
You could have.
You might have been.
I need to go back through our episode then because it does feel really familiar.
It might be the Hulk thing, but yeah, dude, I don't know.
I know I said it for Hulk.
You definitely
did. I say it for Wanda too? I feel like I said it for Wanda too.
It sounds familiar, but I read it.
Oh God.
Not
I need to go. I need to go
through
through every episode that we talked about. WandaVision.
I read it.
It wasn't on Reddit. It was Instagram. Because me and Dan sent each other a lot of stuff, just back and forth constantly. I'm like, I already saw that. And Dan's like, I saw that.
Because I said that today. Because I was like, oh wow, this is just Wanda going through the stages of grief.
Yeah, like episode 1 and 2 is denial. 3? I want to say 3 and 4, maybe, just because the way she treats Monica and stuff like that is anger. Bargaining is 5 and 6. Depression is definitely like 7.
7
and 8.
Like, yeah, Modern Family, yeah.
7 is
and then
the Modern Family,
acceptance is the end, like where she honestly let everyone go.
Yeah, she doesn't like do anything. She just sits inside all day.
Yeah,
Eats her cereal.
And then 8 is when she literally has to go through. So yeah, that would be accept.
Yeah.
She's forced to accept everything.
So what's 4? 4 is
4 is depression.
Sword, right? So it's,
4. No,
right?
4 is the one with the explanation
4,
of
sorry, my bad.
Yeah, it's the one with the explanation, of what's going on.
Okay, so that one's just
outside of the Hex.
Yeah.
Okay. Which I fucking like that name a lot. I don't know if anyone's mentioned it.
The Hex.
The Hex, yeah.
Bro, and everyone thought it was Infinity Stones. The 6 Infinity Stones.
Really? I thought it was more demonic.
A lot of people said that because it's
like
6, and I'm like, why would they bring that story back? They're done with that. Like, they're not referencing them at all.
I mean, they are, but they're just more referencing like what they've influenced, and I like
the effects of
I like that they aren't directly influencing everything, but like what they've done is like kind of like a ripple, and I think that's more interesting, showing like the after effects of what these stones have caused.
Well, compared to how they used before to destroy
stones. Destroyed stones. I can't believe that's a real fucking one.
It really is.
All right, so is that now Eric's turn?
Eric? Yes, sir.
I had to clear my throat. Go ahead.
Yes, sir, it is. It's always awkward when it gets to transitioning to any of my stuff. You know that, right?
I guess so. I don't know. Never thought about it like that.
Just the way Antonio is, and mine has nothing to do with anybody's. Mine's always off-brand.
All right, I feel like that's true. I feel like we got to mention the other character.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna do this one, and then no one was doing Wanda.
I would have did Wanda if you didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bitch.
So for my character, I should have chose someone else, but I chose Darcy just because I loved her throughout the Thor movies. Hot garbage take. I love Thor: The Dark World and like the myth behind filming it and everything they had to go through, because I followed that so heavy on why they did it. I know it's a terrible movie, but I liked it a lot. So seeing her go from Thor: The Dark World and being in school and getting like being an intern to Jane and all that, coming this far along so many years later.
I thought you said coming this fall. I was like, it already passed, dude.
The fuck up, Dan. Coming this far along. And when was the last movie she was in? She wasn't in Ragnarok, right?
No.
When did Dark World come out? 2014 or 13? 13,
because it came up with Iron Man 3.
So 8 years later, 7 technically, I guess they filmed it, whatever. 7 years later, bringing her back and seeing what she went to school for and her actually do something instead of creating a new character. And she still had that funny word banter. Yeah, and comedic timing that was like actually perfect and wasn't completely terrible.
Yo, when they first introduced her
in the van,
Cub Scout bandit,
she just talked mad shit to that one guy.
I don't care. Just fuck off.
And then like when she's lifting the thing,
I don't care.
I didn't ask.
She asked him what you are, and he answers just like, "Shut up, bitch."
And then everyone else answers.
Like, we're not supposed to talk to each other. And the
Cub
guy's
Scout got it. And a scout leader. That's what it was.
It's just she was funny, like to begin with, you know.
And then she kept asking for coffee too.
Yeah, she has sitcom background with what, Two Broke Girls. She did that for the longest time. So like was just like a walk in the park for her. And the fact that what was she lifting that machine to for the radio waves? Oh, and the dude was just standing there watching her, and she's like, "No, I got it," knowing that shit was heavy as hell.
Oh, it was the guy who played like the ringleader for the circus. The one who handcuffed her to the car, and then she
worked second-hand man, basically.
Yeah,
I'll say fourth hand because
she kept calling out everybody too.
The girl, the female.
All right, third man hand.
Yeah,
douche canoe. Boy. Got it.
It's bitch boy.
Bitch boy.
What's going on?
All right, favorite character moment.
She punched somebody. I don't remember who it was.
Oh, that guy, same dude.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
bitch
that
boy.
dude.
Yeah.
And then she got
the dude who didn't help her. The dude who cuffed her to the car.
And then she got handcuffed, and then she became a magician's assistant.
No, she was the escapee. Yeah, escapee.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
She was the escapee. She won't be the bearded lady, but
okay, yeah.
Vision was the lion,
the clown
thing,
right? I thought he was a clown.
Yeah.
Well, they were talking about lions and shit. I don't know.
No, the lion tamer was the one before them. Like they were getting off the set.
My third day out here. I don't know.
But yeah, I like seeing that evolution of a character.
Yeah.
I think before we go on, I feel like it's, I don't know, I don't want to do her disrespect. I want to talk about Monica Rambeau.
If we had a sixth person, we could, but like,
yeah, well, I'll do it. I don't care. I'll go against the script. Because this is who I originally had.
The script. Go again.
This is who I originally had before Vision, because I don't know who else was picking what. But I think throughout the series, I think she also became this standout character, because moving forward, this was the big event that changed everything for her, because she gained superpowers. And I think there was still something within her that she had, because I don't know exactly what, but I feel like being thrown out of the hex and not instantly like being hurt or anything like that. She looked like she healed, and like the X-rays and everything that like were blank or whatever. I think she was exposed to something, possibly in like when she was younger. I did see a theory that this is really sad, that she was exposed to something, and it's something like sort of inhuman kind of thing where like it didn't affect her, but it affected her mom, and that's how she got exposed to cancer. Yeah, I feel like that might be the way they go with that, just to give her like more like
you
guilt.
Killed your mother.
They could. I mean, they could. I don't know. That was just the theory someone brought up, and I was like, that's really dark.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Just seeing this also has an evolution, because we did see her like in Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
But like this is a whole. Yeah, although it is a whole new version. You see like the kind of kid, back then in Captain Marvel. It's still kind of like this person wanting to help people. Favorite moment, I'm gonna say when she went through the hex the second time.
I mean, yeah.
The visuals there,
evolutions and stuff like that. Hearing the voices.
Yeah, although like she was like seeing the flashbacks like inside the walls of the hex.
Again, someone else.
Can we give a shout out to when she just threw shade at Captain Marvel? Like,
yeah.
The entire show.
She knew. She knew Captain Marvel was trash. We all knew.
I forgot what the guy was saying, but like each different version of Monica represents a different spectrum of her character, and again, that's a reference to her character in the comics being called Spectrum. But again, I don't know. It's more like a visual clue than it is.
Yeah, I know a fun fact about Spectrum. I'm saying Marvel Universe. There might be another character goes by Spectrum. His name might be Joe Biden.
Yo, yeah, it's real. Look it up.
It's real.
Oh my god, that was the funniest thing I found.
I'm so happy.
Oh my god, I can't. I love that's on the Marvel wiki.
That's
yeah.
Just go to Patty. Hey, click on Spectrum. See what you find.
If you didn't know, the last originally there's supposed to be like I think like 10 episodes, but with COVID happened, they had to like cut some things out, and the last episode, Monica was supposed to have like a bigger role, but they had to rearrange things.
I feel like there's a lot of people that were supposed to have bigger roles in the final episode.
A lot of
Especially
stuff was supposed
Darcy.
to happen.
Darcy got one fucking like.
Yeah, she was supposed to have a lot of lines too in that one.
She literally.
She got one line.
She T-boned Hayward, said, "Have fun in prison," and then disappeared. Where
the credits is like, she left. I don't. She's just not here.
She was like,
she's here, but now she's
she was here. Now she's gone.
But we can touch upon that afterwards, after the final question, which we'll get to now. What is the best episode?
Speaking of final questions.
Yeah. Oh, yes. What's your favorite episode, Brandon? Or the best one in your opinion?
Besides seeing Mr. Jimmy Woo, the reason why I like episode 4 is we kind of got to see. It's the fact that we got to see like another like blimp version of how everyone was coming back. I think I said it right. Is it blip or blimp?
Yeah, blip.
Blip.
Yeah. So the fact that it starts off with Monica coming back and chaos happened in the hospital, and then her getting her first assignment, and then you know how it goes. Episode 4. Mr. Wu.
You've seen it.
She gets sucked in, shit goes down. That's when we see Darcy also, and that's when they started figuring out like, oh, it's a sitcom. It's the Hex.
Yeah, just like a lot of retroactively explaining what has happened prior to those episodes, like say the helicopter or the beekeeper, in like I guess the way what's her face? Monica came into her role. Because I think there's one clue I think we all noticed was that before she ever said her name or anything like that, she was like, "I don't know what I'm doing here." It's like it's my third day out here. Like she literally was like, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm kind of terrified as you. And she's like, "Oh, don't worry about it." And then in that moment where Wanda and her like touch hands or whatever, she instantly like gets a name and a role in the sitcom. And so I guess I'm not sure if that's thoroughly explained, but like that's kind of like the hint that where she got her role for the series.
I do have a question for everyone though.
What's up?
So like a lot of the show was like the big thing about the show was like the mystery of everything that happened. So how do you feel about the fact that we were kind of explained part of it like halfway through? Like we were explained what was happening outside and what this kind of meant for everybody else.
I'm okay with it because we didn't know the how.
Yeah.
We knew the what, but not the how. The how was what was important.
Also, the pacing. I think it fixed a lot because if you just go, because after that episode, you kind of go back and forth between inside the Hex and then outside. But I think you needed that explanation to sort of fully get into those characters.
It would have been weird to have 4 straight episodes of sitcoms and you don't know what's happening. You don't know how it's happening.
Yeah.
You don't know anything about what's happening. They don't know how, just like we don't know how. But at least they know like something is wrong here. They have a general idea.
The funny thing is the questions that Jimmy Woo writes in the what's it called? The board?
Whiteboard?
The whiteboard.
Whiteboard. Jesus Christ.
Why does he wear that?
They're the questions that we were asking like during the series. Like what's with the hexagon shapes?
Why is Vision alive?
Who?
They're very Jimmy Woo questions.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's
Jimmy who?
Jimmy
motherfucking who?
Yeah, it's just I think it was important to have that break. I guess it's now my turn. So I chose episode 6, which is the Halloween episode. I feel like this is kind of a tie with the episode 5. Someone else. I'm not gonna say who else has it, but like it's a tie with that episode with me. Because the Quicksilver thing that I mentioned up top, but like I think what carries over from episode 5 does really well going into episode 6 because you get like the Vision hesitance and like doubting what is real and what's going on. He's not really sure what to do, so he just plays along with Wanda. He's like, right, I have to do this thing. I'm not part of the plot, but I'm still part of the town. So he kind of uses that as an excuse to go out and explore. Having what's his face Pietro come in and just say little what was his line, like I'm here to cause stir in the mix or whatever in your family and like give you grief or something like that, or be the parent figure or father figure to the twins, something like that. But like just kind of seeing where that Pietro character evolves was really interesting, especially because I really do like the X-Men Fox version. Like the way his character looks and kind of the way he acts.
He was
obviously
actually the best thing about that.
Yeah. It's not the same one. It's not the same one.
But he acted the same way, real childish.
Yeah.
You know?
And again, it kind of still worked with the ending and everything like that. It explains why he's childish, but like it's just kind of like this also back and forth between him and Wanda being like, I don't remember our past being the way you're saying it, you know, like because it's not really him, and it's kind of throwing the ideas out there to her, and she's like, I don't think that's I don't think I remember the same way. And obviously I think being Halloween, perfect opportunity for them to have introduced colorful costumes in this way.
They were quite as shit.
They were great. Dude, the explanation for Wanda's costume was like not Wakandan, Sokovian fortune teller, I think it was.
A Wakandian fortune teller.
And then Vision comes down like the steps and everything, and to reveal that he's wearing his comic book version of the costume, which the explanation was that like a Mexican luchador, right? Something like that.
Possibly. Maybe.
I can go back, but I don't.
It is.
I have the episode open, but
it
whatever.
Is.
But something like that. But like, I don't know, just kind of having the comic accurate kind of look, and then Pietro and Speed, literally looking like the comic book Quicksilver, which is so not impossible, but it just looks really silvery and blue with the lightning and everything. And even the hair, I mean, was, I think I think Eric, I think you might have sent me this. Was the hair was inspired by Wolverine?
Oh yeah.
Because like the costume designer was something like that, brought that up. And even Wiccan's costume is obviously from the comics, and that's more comic accurate with him. Like I just really like that they had like a little bit of kind of an action sequence, not really, but just them testing out their powers with the suits and everything. Yeah, besides the whole like Halloween look, it was just interesting to see Vision coming out of the hex and realizing like once he steps out, everything falls apart, and we're again thinking that it's the original Vision's body. Back then, still made sense that him coming out of the hex, that would have happened to him. Yeah, but just kind of more of the. It got more dramatic by the end of it, where it kind of. This wasn't the last one, the sitcom one. This was the second to last one, but this one was more wackier than, I guess you could say, the Modern Family one. I mean, but there are jokes in the Modern Family one, but this one just turned into like a more dramatic, darker one, especially when Wanda expands the hex and her eyes glow by the end of it.
Shit hits the fan.
Yeah. I think that's it from me.
It sure did.
All right, Patty.
Speaking of Modern Family.
Speaking of hitting the fan.
Oh yeah, hitting the fan. Not Modern Family. My favorite episode is episode 8, which is where this is immediately after we've been introduced to Agatha, or Agnes being Agatha, and Agatha basically has Wanda trapped and is like, we're going to figure out, like, she's like, I'm fed up with this shit. We're figuring out how the fuck you so powerful right
Tell me now.
I don't care.
Why do you wear the mask?
It's like, why do you wear the mask?
I was literally thinking that.
And she just like snaps open a door and she's like, we're going to relive all of your past traumatic experience. So we go down a wonderful road of pain and suffering.
Trip down memory lane.
Trip down a horrendous memory lane. We start with Wanda in her parents' little apartment in Sokovia, and they have their movie night. I guess they would have been smuggled in goods or whatnot. That's what it kind of looked like. And they were just
he was selling them for. Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Yeah, I think they were
third party.
Probably would be illegal at that time because it's
I'm gonna assume that this is around the Cold War, and that Sokovia, if it were real, would have been a part of
They were born in the 89, or she was born. Yeah, they were born 89. So
yes,
that's probably 10 years. No, that's 90s,
Cold War. That's crazy. All right. Anyway,
Sokovia's fucked up. That's all you need to know.
Sokovia's fucked up.
It's before Malcolm in the Middle came out.
Yeah. So basically, they have their TV night, blah blah, and it's she gets to forcefully has to watch her childhood be completely ended. Then you see the missiles hit their apartment building, which I just have to say, they fucking lied about being trapped in there. That is cap as fuck. They were literally lying under a bed. They could have walked out. They could have done it. It's a bunch of bullshit. I don't buy it.
That is besides the point.
Besides the point.
Wait, Patty, what was the thing we said when we were rewatching it? They have a TV or something?
Oh yeah, no, they weren't trapped. They were perfectly fine. They were just chilling under a bed. The TV was still working. What the fuck? Anyways, we move on to, I think this is probably the most important part of this episode, because literally we watch Wanda get her powers, where we see the experiment that with the Mind Stone. I think it was it wasn't at all. I didn't really know how this was going to go down, but I did not expect that they just directly exposed people to an Infinity Stone, to the Mind Stone. That was pretty crazy. Because then that means
they gave no fucks.
There was literally no survivors.
Weren't they the only two survivors?
Yeah, they were the only two survivors.
We got a fair explanation for Quicksilver, because
you're in the womb with someone like that,
mutant
who has
gene.
Those powers. Yeah. I mean,
I guess
he's exposed to Wanda for fucking 9 months. If Wanda's the Scarlet Witch, or your presence probably has an effect on him.
Yeah, and so I just thought that was really cool. You see, I think it makes sense because at the very end, she says to Vision, "You're the part of the Mind Stone within me," and I feel that means that the Infinity Stones leave a literal, physical impression. They leave a part of the stone of themselves, as the stones, in the people who get their powers. You know what I mean? Because the way you see it, it's literally the stone, literally fucking, I don't know, it's this energy field comes out of it and just takes over Wanda. And so I guess that there is a literal piece of these stones that is left in people, and that's very cool.
Well, weren't the stones canonically alive?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
They're
they had sentient
living things. They're sentient.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
So yeah, that's so cool. And then we get the big twist at the end, where we see that this was mentioned before. Wanda doesn't actually steal Vision's body at all. She just she sees the body. She realizes that they're tearing it apart, and she won't be able to bury it. And so I think that that just completely fucks with her. And then where did she get the paper that was the deed to the house?
Where
did she get that from? I don't know.
She just appeared in her car, I thought.
He left it for her.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's my guess. I thought
that was Agnes kind of
I see what you
showing
mean,
her the way to where to go.
That was Agnes's way of fucking being hey, you should do this. Without actually revealing herself.
I don't think Agnes started the hack, though.
She no. I feel what happened with Agnes is more she found out this happened. It's
she didn't know about the hex until after it happened, so she didn't leave that paper for Wanda to find.
It might be a different thing. Either she just left it in a room, or she found it like looking for him or
somehow
something.
She got it, and then we get where she gets to the lot at the very end. And then she reads it. I mean that shit that hurted when she opened that up, and there's like a little heart, and it just says "to grow old in." I was like, damn, that's Spain, but the S is silent. That's where Wanda's at.
That's right Mario now. At the bus stop right now.
That's Mario at the bus stop. I was like, damn, wow.
If you don't know what Mario really at the bus stop is,
that really hits you. Jesus. And yeah, I mean,
that shit hurted.
This like fucking beautiful visuals of like her, of what the hex being created.
Yeah, the arts from the original like the story with the Scarlet Witch, the House of M situation. I forgot who the artist is, but he drew it in a way where there's squares or rectangular shapes forming out. I'll send a picture. Let me see if I can find it. But you can keep going.
Yeah, then I like how it transitions. Like you see Wanda creating the hex, and at the very end she creates the Vision, and then it fades from color into black and white of the first episode, and you see the Wanda from the first episode standing there, and then it like camera pans a little bit, and you see the modern day, the current Wanda standing behind her. And then the camera like cuts away because you hear Agnes clapping, and it cuts, and you see color comes back, and she was just standing on a set the whole time. And I think that's the visuals there were just really cool.
There was the heart. Yeah. I think with I don't know who brought it up, but like it was the heart that was on the note that Vision left was, I guess, a reference for the heart that was on the calendar. At the beginning of the show.
Was that
with
the
Mr.
day?
Hart?
Oh, yeah.
Right. Oh, so we didn't talk about that? I thought we did.
We did.
I mean, maybe it was me and Eric.
Yeah, you too, but
because I know it when Patty and I were rewatching it a couple days ago, we saw the heart in the calendar, and I was like, "Oh, it's right there." Patty's like, "Who?
Who?"
I think that's what your exact words. I'm not gonna lie.
Probably.
But yeah, I think I suppose that's what the reference is supposed to be.
That would make sense.
Yeah,
that would make a lot of sense.
Oh, but that was the art that I was referencing with the whole cubes and everything.
Nice.
You could see when the house is forming in the front door.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And I guess you can kind of see it when Vision and the boys are like sort of disappearing. It kind of looks a little bit like that. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, no, it does. Yeah, it does look like that. It's like very like harsh, like sharp edges.
Yeah.
Pieces.
Is that it for your episode? You wanna say another thing?
That's it.
That's it. All right. Tones.
Hello.
What's up?
Speaking of something completely different.
Speaking of episodes.
Speaking of episodes from this show that we're talking about, my favorite episode was episode 5. And this is kind of going off what Dan was talking about with Pietro, but more so just like kind of the direction that the show starts to take. Because during this episode...
Oh, yeah, it's a sudden shift.
Yeah, like Vision... I think what I really like is that like Vision starts doubting like what's happening. Like he starts to have second thoughts about Wanda and the town, and he just is really confused at what's going on, and him being able to like defy her, which is something no one else is able to do in the Hex, is interesting to see. And I think it's especially interesting like at the end where Wanda's literally forcing the credits to roll, and they're in the middle of an argument, and Vision just says, no, like, we're still talking about this. You can't just roll the credits.
Hold up.
We can't just stop talking about this. He admits that, like, he doesn't know who he is. He doesn't have any memories before Westview. And Wanda kind of reassures him, but he's still not okay with it. And then, obviously, Pietro comes in, everything stops. But I think that whole scene of, like, Wanda trying so hard to just have everything be perfect and, like, literally just stopping a whole argument about Vision not knowing who the fuck he is, just so that she and in her mind, everybody can keep their like little paradise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, interestingly, go ahead.
I don't know. Just shows like where she is at that point mentally.
It's very interesting that she didn't just like, instead of just cutting the credits, she didn't like do like the weird glitch effect and just did a retake. Because like I think maybe Vision would have like not prevented her, but like where Vision was at, it wasn't like his mindset. It wasn't like he could just do a retake and like.
I think he was like fine. Too far out of the system.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think Vision had become something more than she could control, and I think she knew that. I also think she didn't want to control him to that extent.
Right, because even in the episode that I did, it was like, "Oh, where are you going?" He's like, "Well, yeah. you're gonna question where I'm going." It's like, no, do your do your thing.
Well, I think even on the retake episodes, she never retakes because of Vision. She retakes because of other things.
Right.
She retakes Vision.
She doesn't. I don't.
Oh,
think
she does once. She does once.
When does she retake because of him specifically?
The episode.
He was like, something's wrong.
He's noticing things were off.
He was like,
the first
something's
time.
weird outside, and she goes back. She was like, well, we got to get this together. It's me and you. I think everything's gonna be fine.
No. She. Are you talking about episode 2 or episode 3?
I think it was 3.
3, but
I think it was when Norm he was noticing Norm cutting into the wall.
Yeah.
She doesn't retake that though. She doesn't rewind.
She retook one of them where they were talking, and then Vision started saying,
they were on the couch.
Weird around here. Like, what's going on?
That was episode 2. But they rewound to the beekeeper.
No, it was in
color.
The
only reason I remember is because Eric was like, "Oh," because we were watching it today. Eric was like, "That freaked me out. That freaked me out when I saw it the first time." Yeah,
I think it was 3.
2 was also the beekeeper, but 3 was also
I'm trying to think when did she retake in 3?
I'll find it. Don't worry.
Yeah,
because I don't remember her ever retaking because of something Vision said.
No, that's the only because we were just watched it.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, because I was gonna say because I didn't remember her ever cutting when it was something Vision was doing, so I thought that maybe part of her didn't want to do it because she didn't want to like.
No, maybe not back then because this was the first time she did it. I think more towards the end where she that episode, the following episodes.
Well, no. Well, I think at that point it just becomes him becoming something out of her control. But I thought for the other idea is that she doesn't want to control him in the first place, but that ruins that theory.
Oh, I feel like there's still something to be said there. I don't think it ruins it completely.
I think it does.
Okay, well,
don't worry, Dan. I debunked my own theory.
Okay.
I mean, no. Episode 5, I think, was pretty ordinary. Besides the ending, I mean, yes, Sparky happened. We saw some stuff going on in the real world, but I just really liked the end sequence, and I thought that was a very good setup for the episodes after. There
was something that Agnes said. I'll bring it up in the questions, but it was something that she said in that episode. That like. It was just kind of like pushing me into or nudging me into like thinking what originally I thought was going to happen.
You're talking about the beginning?
No, since she found Spark and she was talking to Wanda and the boys, and she was like, "You can bring the kid, you can bring the dead back to life." And then Agnes is like, "You can do that?" And I don't know. I can bring it up later if you want, but it's just that moment. I'm like, there's something else to that. Like, it's not just her acting. I feel like there's something else to that. It could just be like she wanted her abilities and like she was like, "You can do that shit? Okay, but when I steal your abilities, I can maybe do that."
I think Agnes would have said if she actually wanted to bring someone back. I don't think she actually cares about that power specifically.
Yeah, it could be.
I think that's just like that's how you respond to hearing that from a kid.
Right. All right, Eric, I think you're the last up.
Thank God. Let's go.
All right.
This man.
Just kidding. It takes a long time to get to me, and I hate it. That's why I go so fast. All right.
Well, it takes a long time for everyone.
I know, but I'm always the last one for the question, so it just feels longer for me.
Oh.
So for this, favorite episode? Favorite episode.
Best episode, yeah.
My favorite episode, I guess, is episode 3. Now, I didn't pick it because of like story and stuff like that, although like it's a big part of it. I picked it because of the way it looked and the way they like actually did the props and the set. Like it gave off 70s vibes. It looked very realistic to me. Like if you saw this in the 70s, you would probably be like, oh, like it's just another normal show. Like, you know?
Wait, that's the one with like Herb in the background was like cardboard, right?
Yeah.
That's besides very 70s. No, but that's very 70s.
Besides that part, yeah. No, it just like it looked so good, and they did such a good job with like the props and like when she's like having contractions and like Braxton Hicks, everything starts going crazy because of her magic. So as if she's like really doing it, like the pictures were spinning and like all the vacuum was vacuuming by itself. She was making like the butterflies when they were doing the kids' room come to life. The stork was not her. Too. Yeah, the stork wasn't her. No, I've come to the conclusion that was not her because she tried to make it disappear and it didn't go nowhere. I feel like that was Agnes and she put like runes on the stork for it not to go anywhere. And that's
I was gonna say maybe like I don't know, because I was gonna say maybe that could be the rabbit that she transformed or something. Because she's maybe just wanting a thing there to listen to the conversation that
I mean, maybe, having. But either way, I feel like it wasn't her.
Oh no, yeah,
that was the only thing. Like it wasn't Wanda that did that. But I like everything and the fact that Agatha, what was she doing? Agnes was over there messing with
Herb.
Yo, she was messing with her so bad, and then she's like, don't say nothing. Like, I'm gonna fuck you up. Like, say something else. Yeah, I'll recast your part real quick. And it was just, crazy.
Threat.
Like, yeah, it really was. Recast your ass.
Because then it showed basement if you say anything.
Yeah. Because wasn't it in the Agatha All Along song where she was messing with him or whatever with her magic?
Yeah.
So like. She was playing her part,
but she made him glitch. But it was it more to the effect so that Vision can see it.
No, that was before, I think.
No, but like, what's where he was cutting the
no, that was before. That was before. And then
okay.
After when he walked the dock route the first time.
Oh, I see.
And then yeah.
The second time is when that happened.
Yeah. But John Lennon did a terrific job.
Yeah, he really did. I don't know. I still don't know how they brought him back.
I don't know how he's alive.
CGI, he did a great job.
Honestly,
I don't know why Vision ran though to the doctor's house and didn't fly.
I think I know why.
Why?
Because at the beginning of that episode, I think there was something to talk about, like with your magic abilities and my speed, our kids are gonna whatever, blah blah blah. And I'm like, Vision he doesn't have speed like that. That's more like Quicksilver. He's fast, but more when he's flying. So I assume that they wanted to make the justification as to how the kids have similar abilities. So like Wiccan's more like his mom, and Speed is more like his dad. With the power set of him being fast in that episode. I think that's why the explanation was for that.
I mean, Wanda technically just gave her kids her own powers that her and her brother had.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
The like real explanation there for it. Yeah, like that's what I was
like Disney thinking. Marvel. This isn't like Marvel. So we gotta.
You gotta like dumb it down for an audience.
Yeah, even though we're doing multiverse, but that's besides the point.
Well, that's because you can probably handle it now after 10 plus years. They can get real deep and depth into everything.
Can they?
They can, but just not
they
like
can try.
Zack Snyder deep, because that man was too deep for the second movie, third movie out there. You can't. Yeah, this is a whole plan. My man's Kevin Feige knows what he's doing.
Any other thing for episode 3 other than like the set design or the more of the Agnes mischief, I guess.
Monica got
yeeted. I was literally about to say that.
She got sent to the gulag.
Bro, I set you up perfect.
She got sent out of the shower room. Like, what you mean?
Monica got
She got fucked up.
She was in the shadow realm and then she wasn't.
She's like Ultron.
Oh, facts. And that's like the first mention of Ultron in like forever.
Yeah. I remember we'll touch upon it like the next bit, but I remember people like they said Ultron. That means Ultron's coming back. I was like, what? Come on, dude.
He got erased. Nah, fucking Monica said Ultron, and Wanda was like, "What the fuck did you just say to me, you little shit?"
Yeah, Ninja.
We don't say his name here.
She threw me off when she started using her accent too. She said Pietro. The whole episode, I was like, "What the fuck?"
You guys want to go into the question? What the fuck?
Marvel Studios. What the fuck?
That's the actual.
You guys want to go into the unresolved questions now?
Hell yeah.
Cool.
First question we got is, what the fuck happened to White Vision?
He said, "I'm gonna head out."
So like,
literally,
he got his memories
headed
back.
out.
Yeah. Like I did. Obviously, he's gonna show up.
It's weird because there was Westview Vision and there was Cataract, and now both of those are technically gone because Cataract now has all of Vision's memories. So technically, he's just Vision now.
Infinity War memories from Infinity War and back, not anything forward.
Okay, he has his memories, but does he like have the emotional capacity yet?
Yes. The way he acted and changed his voice
I'm pretty sure he just, the Westview Vision literally just like transferred, or just didn't transfer. He unlocked all of the before stuff.
His processing.
And maybe he
gave
features. Maybe he gave him the Westview
I don't think
stuff
so.
too.
Here's the thing. They didn't show it, but there's it's left open where there's a possibility for them to go back and be like, maybe he, Vision's trying to find himself again in the universe, and he's like getting these memories that aren't his, and he's questioning what is going on. There's a way to explain maybe he does remember those things that didn't really happen to that version of Vision.
Because it is really like open-ended, like what happened.
I mean, Wanda
we don't
can
know
always...
exactly. We don't know exactly every memory that this new Vision has now. So
I doubt it, but he could just appear in fucking Doctor Strange 2.
I don't think so.
I don't think he's gonna be that soon.
There's no point.
It's gonna be a while until
I don't either, but like it's possible.
Someone said
be
Armor
like, Wanda
Wars,
needs me.
But I don't feel the Armor Wars is the best.
Vision is the only
feel
person that
that
could
too,
honestly
though,
calm Wanda down. So
that's what I'm saying. Either Wanda's gonna be fucked after 2, or like Vision gonna appear at the very end.
I don't know. I don't know where he could pop up though, because he can't do Ironheart, can't do Miss Marvel, you can't do Loki. Where are the movies coming out?
See, I feel like they only confirmed Wanda because...
Definitely can't do Black Widow.
No.
I mean, technically, yeah, him and Wanda were on the run during that, but I'm talking about like this white cataract
Vision,
whatever.
I don't. Yeah. There's really nowhere to put him.
They'll sneak him in somewhere.
If anything, he'll just
team up movie.
There'll be something new,
they're
like completely
put
new
him somewhere.
That
he can have
come out later on.
No,
that'd be so out of place. What the fuck?
That'd be hilarious, though.
He can train him, his inner chi. Yeah, I'd watch it.
I don't know. I feel like
Shang-Chi trains the White Vision, and they save the world together.
It's a buddy cop movie.
Yeah.
So I mean, we were mentioning that it's like it's open ended in a way, but is it like there's a chance obviously for Doctor Strange 2, but I don't know exactly where he's gonna fit in.
He don't fit
outside of maybe.
It's weird. It's either Doctor Strange 2 or I don't think we see him for a while. Is there a world where this is just the actual last we see of Vision?
No,
absolutely not.
No, because we still have
him.
Wanda. I think the fact that Wanda's going to become more prominent, Vision's going to come back.
I think also
whether she forces it to or not.
The fact that Vision was literally reborn with his memories, not going to be the end we see of that guy.
I will say
impossible.
It's a little bit of a cop out.
Yeah, but the whole thing
that just means we can have Vision's 4th death now. Let's go.
Stop. He's been in every phase so far, so like,
when will he live?
When will he learn?
The next question is, what do you think Wanda is learning from the Darkhold that she took from
the Morellonomicon?
This is the
I couldn't say that. You got it.
End credits right? Post credits, end credits.
The second.
She's learning how to travel between universes.
So that she's astral projecting, right?
While she's doing things, yeah.
Mhm.
Like
Because Doctor Strange and the Ancient One, they have to be unconscious or asleep or whatever. Yeah,
meditate
to do
like
that.
concentration.
So I know that in that episode they stated like she's more powerful than Sorcerer Supreme, blah blah blah. But like, is that a thing? Is that like a different version of her, or is that actual astral projecting?
That's probably actual.
That's an actual.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
But
I know the answer. I just want to throw it out there.
She was just like out in the middle of nowhere too, so it didn't take like really hard concentration, but to still do that,
Yeah.
Well, she
yeah,
probably
it's
needs to
just-
like complete silence at this point, and that's why
Yeah,
she's out
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
yeah. But the fact that she was walking around and astral projecting, period, is just nuts.
Yeah.
That's some
Absolutely
Goku shit right
bonkers.
there.
Please stand by.
Ultra instinct. That's what it was. honestly.
Okay. The Darkhold. I think it's important. The fact that they had Tommy and Billy's voices screaming out for her, I think that's her mission. Just looking for twins. I don't think that like they were just born out of the hex and blah blah blah. I think they were taken out of somewhere, because the last line that she says to them are like, "Thank you for choosing me as your mother." And I know Patty and I had discussions with this, and it's like, "Oh, she means it literally," and I'm like, I don't know. I feel like there's more to that than just.
I feel like if we're going into multiverse shit, there is a universe where Wanda is dead, Vision's dead, and the kids are left alone.
Yeah, or
I
something.
feel
Maybe
like kids are just from the heck because they despawned the kids.
They also despawned
Yeah.
Vision, so it wouldn't make sense that the kids are alive and Vision isn't.
Well, because Vision was able to transfer, not even transfer, just to like,
That's plot
Unlock-
convenience, Patty.
yeah, and I hate it, but that's just how that works. I didn't write the plot convenience. I didn't post cringe. They did.
Doesn't make sense though that Vision isn't around, but the kids are from the hex. It just makes sense.
I'm just asking, because like I feel like there's just more to that than, I don't know, because like there was a theory that like they are actually still like parts of Mephisto, and that we'll still see Mephisto down the line, because there were
I'm tired of Mephisto.
some clues. I know you're tired of it, but there's some obvious clues.
You really found a way to bring up Mephisto.
I did.
Facts, you did.
You worked hard for it. I don't know why, but
I
you
went
did.
the entire episode without mentioning it until now. But like those two are connected to Mephisto. I'm just saying like there's something with the two that I feel like she's gonna have to encounter Mephisto sometime in the future.
For the listeners at home, if you want to hear, if you want a good explanation for Dan and Mephisto, just if you know that one Always Sunny in Philadelphia scene where Charlie Day is standing there with the crazed look on his face in front of the corkboard.
All right, that ain't just me. All right,
the notes.
It's not,
and
but
then the red
you're just
lines.
crazy.
That's Dan with Mephisto.
cool. All right, the Darkhold. I think aside from what she's learning, Eric brought in a reference from both Darkholds. Do you want to explain that, Eric?
Okay, so the first Darkhold is the one from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which literally upside down it says Darkhold, and back and forth it says Darkhold. It was used in the season for Ghost Rider, which is Robbie Reyes. They went into it a little bit, but it wasn't like real prominent, I guess, because I don't know where that exists in this MCU, because they're weird about that show. But the second one is the one that we get in the show, which is basically the Book of the Damned, powerful magic, black magic that should not be used.
Let's go with that. Yeah.
There's another thing I want to bring up with the different versions of the Darkhold. I know in the comics it changes forms from time to time, so you could explain it that way. But like Eric said, there's that weird disconnect from the MCU and the TV universe. So yeah, I mean, until we get a confirmation that like maybe, I mean, you could say that those shows take place in the multiverse or whatever. So it's different books. I don't know. You could say something like that.
Well, I was thinking more of Book of the Dead from like the Mummy. So like, or it's like you know what I mean? Like very dark.
Yeah,
shit
but
You
where
know
people
what's gonna
read like
piss
that.
me off? If they make
Let's hear it.
If they make Black Widow matter by being like, oh, Wanda was watching the whole time and she's able to influence all this shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna be mad if Black Widow actually is an important movie.
I doubt that.
I
doubt it, but they could.
Dude, that's the
scary part.
I feel like they know that people are not excited.
No, I feel that was the first one to be released, and then Falcon, then Wanda. I don't think that they're gonna include something Wanda related. I think that was just a movie planned it out, and that's all. However, it was that's how it is now.
So you know you did. You spoke that shit into the world now. If that shit it starts existing.
Oh, but you know what? You guys
I'll take the blame. I'll take the blame.
You guys do this all the time.
And it happens
you
too.
Spoke this shit into existence.
I'm telling you, my family, we have some fucking psychic shit in this family. That's all I'm saying.
You're right. I believe you, 100%.
Brandon, what is the next question?
What did Agnes mean when she said Wanda would need her for what's to come?
She was just trying to save her ass.
Yeah,
that or they're just being.
No, I feel like that
everyone.
could lead to the next move to maybe Doctor Strange. You know, maybe she's
it's
just
the only.
shit
I don't think
accident.
Wanda. Not Wanda. Agnes is gonna play a big role anytime.
I don't either.
Like ever again.
She's gonna play that Loki.
She's gonna play that small role.
Agnes I think Agnes realized I am fucked. I am going to die. I need to try to keep myself alive. I think that was it. I think she realized just how fucking doomed she was.
I think there might be something coming, but I don't think Agnes can actually help. I think they're just going to use that as an excuse for her to be like, so what you need to do is trying to steal your powers now.
Because
I don't know, because she mentioned you don't know what you've unleashed with the whole Scarlet Witch powers.
They're just
what if Agnes becomes a mentor?
Also said that Wanda was the most powerful magical being ever. Right?
So
why would Wanda need
control?
her?
Control. That's the question. That's the answer right there. She doesn't know how. Even if she has the power, doesn't mean she knows how to fucking control it. The reason why Agnes almost took her powers is because she didn't know what she was handling. Agnes knows what she's handling.
I think she figured it out, and now she has the fucking book. So now she's gonna learn. So
but I'm saying that would be the reason they'd give. They'd be like, Agnes has control. She has power. So together they create fucking Captain Planet, some shit like that.
Honestly, I hope she be suspicious.
Captain Planet, motherfucker.
Exactly.
It's the Don Cheadle one.
You're looking for this? Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, like Eric said, I think it's just open-ended, vague.
Yeah,
to somehow just bring her back
to lead it on, and
they're
be
like, we don't know what we need her for. However,
we like her.
It's open the air.
No, she did a terrific job.
I think she did a great job.
Yeah.
I just don't see her playing she's gonna be like a cameo role, if anything, in the future.
We're not gonna see her in the next 6 movies. It's gonna be like one.
We're not gonna see her until Phase 5. If anything, we'll see her at fucking Doctor Strange too. It's another Vision situation.
Patty, what's the next question?
What's the next question? Yes. Are the commercial couple, are they real people from West, or are they just made up nonsense?
It's a hard one to ask. I mean, a hard one to answer because I know.
So I got you. I'll start.
We weren't giving anything.
No.
So if y'all didn't notice, the same couple that play the same 2 people in all the commercials is played by the same couple. The woman and the man. The children are all add-ons.
What about
just in case people didn't notice? I don't know. That one was weird, bro.
I don't think they were in that one.
No, they weren't. But that one was just weird.
I finally figured out the meaning of that too.
all the commercials with real people in it, it was always the same too. The dude and the woman were always there.
Yeah, the first one was the toaster. The second one was the watch. Third one was soak.
Was that paper towels?
It was. It was like the rat.
It was a soap.
No, and then second one was the soap.
No, the second one was the Hydra watch. With the Strucker.
That was the Strucker.
No,
the third one was Hydra Soak. The third one was Hydra Soak, and then the fourth one was the paper towels.
The Lagos, yeah.
And then the fifth one was
that's
the
fifth one,
yogurt.
because the fourth one was the whole Jimmy Woo situation outside the Hex.
No commercial.
So
there.
the fifth one was the Lagos rag, well, whatever it's called, Charming Ultra Strong.
Fifth one was yogurt.
Yogurt. Sixth one.
And then there's the depression thing. The Nexus.
The Nexus, yeah.
Oh,
that will cause more depression.
Oh wait, so Dan, you said what that one actually means?
The shark one? That's the one I meant.
The Nexus one, right?
The Nexus is depression pills.
The shark one was hey dude, I'm the yogurt guy. Here's some yogurt. Open it, eat it.
Yeah, it was like claymation.
The kid on the island that dies.
Okay, well, what does it mean? Because I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it was like the shark is just like this predator, like kind of animal, and that's supposed to signal like the villain. At the time, we didn't know who it was, but Edge revealed Agatha, and so she's trying to take Wanda's power, because it's like yo magics, like something like that, or steal your magic. I don't remember, but like it's giving a clue that like that's what they're after, trying to steal her abilities. And the reason why the whole death thing happens is more because she's like kind of coping with the like not being able to, I guess, using her abilities to cope with what's happening, and like she can't survive without her abilities, or at least that's what she thinks. If her abilities are removed, that she can't survive or whatever because she needs them. Cool. All right.
Bro, I'm still lost.
Though. Okay, I was like,
I get what you're saying, but like that commercial just is so vague.
Oh no, yeah, it's so out of left field. I thought what happened. I thought you guys were gonna be like, "That's Cab, you're crazy" or something like that. But like even like the red shirt, the whole like, I think that's again supposed to represent Wanda. The predator is of being the shark. I think again that's a very specific
magic snack for survival. It's just true.
Let me see if Dan is right.
What's up?
That's me running to see if you're right.
Okay, cool. It's just so weird because like, the kid died at the end. That was probably the only one that like threw
it's like the shark gives the kid the yogurt and he can't open it, and then it's like super fast forward as like the days are going by and he's just like slowly like
the snack that smiles back.
And he just can't open the fucking yogurt thing.
And he just didn't eat that crab behind him. Like I would.
Then he dies, and there's just a skeleton there, and it's just like yo magic. I'm just like Okay.
There was another theory I saw that that involved. You remember in the Halloween scene when Vision goes to the other side of the town and nobody was moving?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were like moving back and forth and shit.
That part of the town where actually legitimately nobody was moving, like everybody was just standing still. Yeah. There was. I saw a theory that the yogurt had to do something about like in that situation about like how I don't remember.
They're starving.
I think, and eventually they're gonna die. I saw literally the day after the episode aired, so I don't remember.
I mean, yeah, that's the episode where we've like got like the explanation of, well, kind of the explanation, but like more that there are kids in the hex. It's just one that just released them at this point. Very weird.
Yeah, like, why was she? She's like hiding all the kids. It was so weird.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe because she didn't think they were like essential to the storyline.
They weren't needed yet. Until she started complaining why there was no kids on the playground.
I think we even answered the couple. Are they real residents?
Who's to say?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
But they are just part of.
I mean, I would say so. They're part of the script.
Yeah.
So you do now think that they're.
I never said I didn't think.
No, Patty he's like I don't think they are.
Well, I don't think they were from Westview. I think that they were just people that she also created.
Yeah, I don't.
No, I don't think
Vision and her kids.
I don't think they're essential to be created like that.
Yeah.
If anything, they have to be residents
because they were like out crying. Yeah, they were like stuck in a loop doing nothing. How long they were doing that for, we don't know because she hasn't reached that part of town.
Perhaps.
Yeah, it could just be this secluded area. I don't know.
Because Agnes said her magic was just running on like autopilot. So like, you know how powerful she was like, you know how powerful you got to be for your shit just to be working like that.
Yeah.
And like messing with people's minds without even knowing you're messing with people's minds.
I gotta say though, the acting by like
what's up?
Everyone in the show was just amazing. Like that scene with Norm after the computer screaming in agony and then straight into back to like comediness. Like that shit was
so fire. Let's find an email. I don't know if Tones mentioned that either with Wanda, about the acting, but like Elizabeth Olsen, like I think this gave her sort of the ability to transcend as an actor or actress because she went through decades of different types of acting, and like she pulled it off in every single one of them.
I mean, Paul Bettany too, dude. Yeah, that dude has range.
Like everyone, like it was just a phenomenal. It was a great acting. I'm not even going to attempt to say it again.
Phenomenal cast and writing. Yes. And if they win absolutely no awards, Patty's going to be upset.
Bro, I'm about to air out everybody. It's going to be a wrap.
Eric, do you want to bring up that deleted scene?
Oh, do I have to? Yeah. I was just sending it to you.
Well, because it's interesting. Because, I mean, Brandon also brought it up with the 10th episode and everything.
Yeah, heard that. So, then why am I bringing it up? He brought it up. What the fuck?
All right, fine. Well, all right. Brandon, are you prepared?
What? What's up?
With the 10th episode cut deleted scene stuff. Do you know?
I know some of it.
Explain?
I don't know what you know. I don't know exactly. So this is what I know. I know that Strange was supposed to appear. I know that Monica was supposed to show more of her powers. Darcy more of her, and then I forgot. But yeah, that's what I know.
She dies and comes back like a phoenix.
They did that storyline twice already. They're not going to fuck it up a third. Honestly.
All right, Eric, what do you want to fill in the gaps for that? Because I think you're on the right track, Brandon.
Yeah, so apparently they cut a whole scene, or probably they cut a whole episode focused on Agent Wu, Monica, and Darcy trying to get the Darkhold from Agatha, because I guess that's what kind of like fuels her power, because, you know, in the cut scene of her going when it was 1692 or whatever it was she read from that book, and that's how she like enhanced her powers and blah, blah, blah. So she's probably had that book for a while. They're trying to steal it from Agatha's basement, and they discover that the rabbit, Senor Scratchy, was actually a demon, and he was guarding the book.
And so, like, this is the only reason why I think someone else mentioned up top. The only reason why they didn't do this was because, like, doing reshoots and the coronavirus didn't really, like, help when they were finishing up the series and trying to like fast pace it into releasing the show. I don't think that helped when we were reshooting and everything like that.
So I have a question.
Go ahead.
This demon, was it like in whatever people found? Was it just like an unnamed demon, or like was it like something specifically?
I don't think they leaked any of that. Like,
okay, it was just an unnamed demon, just like okay.
I guess.
Yeah. Well, that's what it only says demon. So
I think they leak stuff that was supposed to happen. I mean, Marvel doesn't have a tendency to do that.
Demon just means. I mean, obviously, Dan's gonna say it's Mephisto. However,
I didn't say that. The fucking Agatha has a son.
I didn't say that. Yeah, all right.
Agatha has a son in the comics who
is Mephisto me.
All right.
Mephisto me.
Gathering up all this information from that we've gathered with these questions and everything that we've answered. Now it's time to review or give our personal out of 10 what we think of the show. So Brandon, why don't you again start us off once again?
Out of 10, I give 10. WandaVision an 8. I would have gave it a higher score if
not enough Jimmy Woo.
Oh yeah, I definitely would have given it a higher score if I saw Jimmy more. Obviously, no. I would love to see those. Yeah, I would love to see those deleted scenes, and you know the things that we didn't get to see because of they had to change the shoot up because of coronavirus.
For me, I think I would also have to agree with Brandon, like an 8. But I think more to the effect of like the finale and like. Not necessarily disappointing because it's not. I don't think it's disappointing. I think people throwing theories out there again and again and again, week after week, for them was more like, "Oh, this show sucks." My theory didn't come like, but I don't think it was like that. It was more like stuff didn't.
People hate this for the same reason they hate the new Pokemon games. That's all I'm saying.
Part of it felt a little rushed and things that were missing. Again, like what Brandon said. So. I still think it looks great. Like, this is the first ever Marvel TV show produced by, like, the MCU, Marvel Studios. And like this looks great. The score is really good, done by the same guy who did Ant-Man and the Wasp in the first Ant-Man movie. You know, the music's great, looks great, acting's really good. But again, this seems to be like a little bit of like things that we're missing that are obviously like not there by the end. Yeah, that's it. So that's it for me. So like 8 out of 10. Patty, go ahead.
All right. To nobody's surprise, I will not, as I am quite the pessimist here. Damn, you undershooting a little bit. 6.5.
6.5.
6.5.
I was going to say 0.8.
I think he gave it the 0.5.
I was going to say 6.9. I can't lie, but I'll go 6. For me, while I did enjoy the way that the sitcom style has changed, I have to say, the first 3 episodes were physically painful. I didn't like the styles at all. I didn't like the 50s, the 60s, or the 70s. I was not at all. I definitely enjoyed the episodes outside of the TV shows more
That's understandable.
than the ones inside the TV show. Except for, I would say, the last 2, 6 and 7. Those are probably the only 2 sitcom
So you only like 4?
Yeah, 4. Well, 4,
8 and 9.
6, 7, yeah, 4, and then 6 to 9.
Okay.
Those episodes are the ones that
Tones.
So before I start, I first have to redact every Marvel score that I've ever given, because I do think this is better than everything else we've reviewed as far as Marvel goes.
Interesting.
That being said, I'm also going to give it an 8.
Oh.
That's a shocker for me, honestly.
Wow.
I thought you were going to give it higher than me and Brandon. I was like, because
No.
you said
I'm
redacting
surprised
everything.
you
No.
2 gave it an 8.
Yeah, I was going to give it like an 8, and then I was like, oh, these 2 are going to give it like at least an 8.5, and they're like 8.
No, I was like, Dan's giving it like a 9
No,
or 10.
because I definitely,
shot he goes
I
less than
fucking
that.
highballed on Endgame and fucking away, or like fucking Far From Home, so
What you
Those
get
don't
Far
exist.
From Home?
higher than I should have. I should have gotten like, I don't know, like a fucking 6.
You gave it a 9?
I think so. I
Like a
was
4. Could have gotten like
I know you gave it a 9. You do flat numbers.
No, I don't. I'm the only one who doesn't do flat numbers.
No, you do
Excuse
flat
you?
numbers.
You do flat.
Yeah,
I
Brandon's
mean,
the one who does the point.
before recently.
Brandon is the one who does 0.7
I know,
or whatever.
I do too.
No, he does like weird, not flat numbers. I do like quarters and halves.
0.3s.
Yeah, I do quarters and halves. Okay, why I gave it an 8? I mean, like everyone else has said, it's not like perfect. There's the holes in it. I'm the opposite of Patty though, where I honestly preferred the shows inside the sitcoms. I enjoyed the breaks in reality more rather than like the kind of just like the fucking. I kind of felt like when they were off doing the other stuff, it was kind of just like just all expose. It wasn't anything else. They're just like giving us information, kind of barfing it out a little bit. And I prefer to just get the shit like, in the sitcom where shit was actually happening. I thought that was more interesting, and I thought that was like how the show was trying to tell most of it. And it felt kind of weird when they're just like, okay, we're over here now. We're going to explain stuff here now. But yeah.
Eric? Hey, Eric.
All right, you ready?
Hmm.
All right, this is my explanation for this, right? So, taking into account that we did have almost 2 years between Marvel movies. Jesus Christ. Far From Home came out July 2nd, 2019. This came out January 15th, 2021. That's like a year and a half. So that being taken into account, the fact that it's Marvel's first show and it released on Disney Plus, which is outstanding. They chose to do this as the first movie in their Phase 4 movie.
Or project, yeah.
Show,
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I hate that it's not a movie. It's fucking me up. On Disney Plus, which is great. We know Far From Home is supposed to come, not Far From Home. Falcon and the Winter Soldier was supposed to come out first. So it made the timeline a little wonky. We're trying to figure it out. We will release an official timeline.
Far From Home's getting retconned. That's all I'm saying.
Yo, Far From Home messed up the timeline for us. We've tried to figure this out for like it was like 3 hours, right? 2 hours or 3 hours?
No sense now.
Yeah,
it's
quite a while.
Nuts. It's nuts. So
absolutely bonkers.
That being said, them trying something new and actually going out of their way and showcasing people's talents, bringing people back. The writing was outstanding. They had an outstanding showrunner. What's his name? Matt Shankman. Saw him after every Please Stand By. That shit sucked. That's the only reason why I know his name. I think I give this a 9.
Oh!
It's the withdrawal for me, dude.
That's like me
I
with
feel
Soul.
you. I feel you.
Like, it's just,
I understand the
we were
withdrawal
all
part.
looking forward to this. No one was putting out within the 2 years or whatever. Like, no movies were coming out like that.
Oh, I was confused by that statement for a second.
No. Just like with everything that's going on, I think this is a well-deserved, not perfect, can do good in some spots, but they definitely did their thing. And it's just a taste of what's to come, what's their budget, and they still know what they're doing.
Was their
and they know
biggest budget too.
Yeah, they know where they want to go.
We saw what they could do with Mando and Star Wars, the franchise and everything. This is the first for Marvel.
Expensive show of all time.
Expensive.
$225 million on a 9-episode Marvel Studios show.
That shit.
That's crazy.
Like, and I don't even think that's like considering paying their actors, because they're all like on contracts throughout like phases or whatever they do. You know what I mean? Like, you're paying this person for the next 10 years, take it or leave it. We'll talk about whatever when the movie comes, what the cut is.
Okay, now I have one last question to end this. So you all remember when we did the MCU tier list, right? Where would you put this on our MCU tier list? God. Oh, we never talked about her fucking Scarlet Witch outfit.
Oh my god,
yeah.
That shit.
That's
fire.
Beautiful.
So fucking
Like
nice.
flat out.
The tiara. It felt thin at first, but I'm like, no, this works.
It
It
works
works so well. It's like a modernized. It's so nice.
And I just the colors and like they're a little muted, but it feels
it's not red,
dark in the perfect way.
Yeah.
Also, all right. What's up?
The reason why I gave it a 9, I forgot. Tony interrupted me. I forgot. Is because not enough mutants. But all right, let's go.
Okay. That's the point off. All right, tier list.
Okay. For me personally, I would stick it right behind Ragnarok. And that's at the top.
I was looking at that. I was literally looking at the B list
our
too.
B tier that's Civil War.
That's Winter Soldier.
It's Winter Soldier, Ragnarok. And I would put WandaVision right behind Ragnarok. Because that's 7 things in B tier?
Yeah.
Yes, that would be
I ain't gonna lie. Why?
I would put above Ragnarok.
One was Spider-Man in B tier.
Oh, because Dan was capping.
I prefer that.
Don't really
Captain
hate
Marvel's in
like
D.
I don't.
Spider-Man movies are fucking trash. I'm just saying.
Bro,
Like I like Tom Holland. I like Spider-Man, but like I think they both belong in C tier.
I think they're both trash.
No, we got an episode with me.
Actually, what's retroactively?
No, that's another episode for another day.
You got an episode with me because this shit is all wrong. Yeah, no. Captain Marvel's too high. You gotta no. She's above Black Panther. We gotta go in the episode. I'm upset right now. Hurry up.
Okay, Eric. This is
I
because
forgot we did that.
You weren't there.
Something's wrong with y'all. I know.
Patty was.
I forgot we did Captain Marvel first.
Yeah, y'all are nuts. Close this, delete it. I got you. I don't even want to see this shit. All right. In the episode, I'm hot.
So
actually, Tones, what's the average rating?
7.9. So we got Dan 8, me 8, Brandon 8, Eric 9, and then Patty 6.5. So all that averages out to a score of 7.9 for the crew.
Shit, that's kind of low.
Gang shit. That's a gang shit.
That is, but that's high for us.
That is high for us.
It's low, but it's high for us.
Yeah.
That's some gangness right there.
So we do a bunch of sixes.
Everybody else, where are you putting it on the tier list? I'm
okay with B tier. I'm with
I would say top of B, bottom A.
A.
Top of B.
Bottom of A.
Yeah, I think but bottom of A, top of B. Yeah, I think I agree with that.
For his first TV show and what they did, I'm putting him B.
That's fine.
With that.
That's all right. All right, so the first walkout, not done by me. No, I'm kidding. We've done a few without me.
Thank you
walk it out.
For listening to this episode of the Nerds Be Like podcast. As always, if you're looking to switch it up or tell your friends to listen to us, we're on the iTunes podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, and more recently YouTube. Dan's been posting more lately. So if you want
subscribe, ring
subscribe,
the ding. No, it's ding the bell.
Ding the bell. Comment, like. You know what to do. Dan has some of a little bit dated episodes. I'm gonna say within
like 40, 41 up until now.
So about a year ago. But they are there with cool animations, so you'll be entertained the whole time watching. Besides just from listening to us. Obviously, we have great voices, but
put it on a second screen. You guys are gonna have a fun time.
That's besides the point. We also have a Discord channel, a community Discord channel, where we have a bunch of shit. We have designated channels for different games. We have designated chats for anime, DC, Marvel, Star Wars video games, and of course the all important memes. You also get notifications for any posts we make or whenever any videos uploaded or whenever Patty's now on the Twitter. So
yes.
Speaking of that, we're at Nerds Be Like on all social medias.
Nerds Be Like Pod.
Nerds Be Like Pod.
Like change the app. Might fuck around.
All right, Patty, come down. Let's go.
Yeah, everybody shut up. You're taking my fucking spotlight. So like Patty was saying, he's on the Twitter. Eric and Brandon are on the Instagram. Mm-hmm. And I don't know where Dan is anymore. I'm nowhere.
I'm on fun with that. I'm on the YouTube.
Dan's everywhere.
Oh, you're right.
Dan's everywhere.
Dan's everywhere and nowhere. I'm just nowhere. And as you said many times before, if you have any ideas or just want to tell us, that you liked an episode, you can email us at nerdsbelike@gmail.com or nerdsbelikepod@gmail.com. I keep on forgetting the pod. And of course, Brandon, why don't you tell us a little bit about that merch?
Aye.
You know. When you know. Like, how many times do I say it every time? You just know. All right, everything that's pristine, from lightwear to heavyware, to some travel mugs, to some stickers, to some phone cases.
We basically have logos and like designs that we have. Coming in, maybe is Godzilla coming up, possibly. We also have that WandaVision shirt that, like I said, has been really popular, in our store. It's a baddest witch with like the eye in the witch has vision, soul stone, whatever, mind stone. Yeah, it's got the little reference right there.
And last but not least, we got links. Don't worry, Dan, I got them pulled up right now. So, as you all know, shit's been going down. As we said more recently, we have links to support the Asian American communities. So if you want to help out there, either donate or if you see anything happening, you can send stuff to those links. There's also shit still happening in Texas. They need help. So help out there all you can. That's Eric's people. That's where he's from.
Shout out my homies.
As always, Black Lives Matter. We had a link to support them and to support that cause. And last but not least, coronavirus is still happening, not going anywhere for a while. So make sure to help out there too. And with that all being said, that is it for today's episode.
Preview of the next episode.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
Are we actually going to?
Which we always do.
No, we don't.
We
started doing that.
Yeah, like a month ago. like 2 months ago.
We just said
2 months ago.
Shit down.
Yeah, we have 2 months ago.
Yeah, we see. Yeah,
since the beginning of the year.
We never called it a preview though.
Yeah, we have.
I was high key kind of like that. He was like preview, let's go, and you were just
I thought you were gonna put like a clip or something.
Okay.
No, it's because I know when I say it, normally I'm like, "Hey, Tones, what's the next episode?" or some whatever.
Yeah, but you
say
never called it a
Eric.
preview.
You say, Eric, what's the preview of the next episode? And
I've
some
never
odd-ass
said
reason
preview. I
I've
said
been
what we
doing
do
it.
next time or something like that.
No, Dan
I say
has.
preview. Well, whatever. All right, look. Next week, we're gonna be talking about Raya and the Last Dragon, which was released a couple of days ago. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna review it. Let's see where that goes. So we'll catch you guys next week for that episode. Goodbye.
Ciao.
Bye. Go to Instagram and look up Vishon.